So this is one of those Hornady lock and load sonic cleaners. It's pretty cool. It's about that big, you can tell, size of a hand. The basket hold definitely a couple hundred rounds of pistol, maybe about 100 rounds of rifle, and yeah, I used it primarily for brass, for cleaning brass, and it does a really good job. It's a lot faster than the tumblers that you see a lot. So this is some 38 special brass, and you can see it gets kind of nasty, kind of cruddy, and that's what it looks like before it goes in. So let's toss it in here and see what it looks like afterwards. So when you do throw it in there to clean it, you're going to need something to clean it with. You could use just plain water, but I looked around online and I saw a couple people use distilled vinegar, Dawn soap, and water. So I go ahead and throw about, I don't really know, about that much vinegar in, maybe a fifth of it as vinegar. And then I get the water about as warm as it gets out of the tap, and I fill it up the rest of the way with water, leaving just a little bit of space for the brass. So once it's about 3/4 of the way full, maybe just a little bit over 2/3, 3/4, something like that, I'll give it a shot of standard Dawn. Don't need a ton, just, you know, give it a little bit, and then at that point, throw brass in the tray and toss it in. I give it a little shuffle just to make sure that water is completely in every case, and it looks like it is good to go, ready to start. So when it's ready to start, make sure the arms are down, throw the lid on, and then it's really easy to choose what you want to do. There's the on-off button, but we're going to go to, there are two sections. There is degas and normal. I don't bother with the degas, but I definitely want heat. That gets the water real hot inside there, and then it goes up to 30 minutes. So I usually run it one time at 30 minutes. If it's really dirty, sometimes I will go ahead and run it again for another 30 minutes with fresh water, because the water gets pretty nasty. So as you can see, it's still pretty clean in there. All the brass is pretty dirty, and I'll get you the before and after scene here showing you how nasty it gets once it's all done, but be back in 30 minutes. And we are finishing up our 30 minutes. All done. Let's see what we got. It is pretty hot. You can definitely tell all the steam that comes off here. Since we turned the heat on, that really heats it up, and I think that definitely helps do the cleaning. But the water gets so hot it's hard to even touch it. So let's see what we got. Cool them off with some cool water. Looks a lot better with just one cycle. And what used to be nice, fresh, clean water, pretty nasty, dark brown. Alright, so it's all drained. Let's see what we got here. So it's just a mixture of random cases, different manufacturers. But a lot of what I was shooting was very light loads that probably weren't even sealing to the chamber. It was something like 2 grains of Trail Boss. So very light loads. It felt like a 22. So yeah, these are pretty dirty because they were not sealing, because they were so light. If these were a bit hotter, to the point where they would have had higher pressure, they would have sealed, then they would have been cleaner, and they would look cleaner now. But for just some basic, simple blasting at the range, I'd say these would look just fine. And what's nice about a sonic cleaner is the interior gets cleaned too. So the outside of the case is clean, but also the inside. I know the lighting is bad here to show you if you can see the inside. And if you deprime first, which I did not, the whole primer pocket gets nice and clean as well. But these are definitely good to go. Oh, there you go. You can see the inside. So yeah, it cleans out the inside and outside. So yeah, definitely clean enough to reload. You could do another 30 minutes and these would have a nice shine. If you want them to really sparkle, you could throw them in a tumbler for about 20-30 minutes and they would have that nice consistent shine, but I'm not too worried about it. Since they're wet, you just drain them as well as you can. Maybe pat them down on a towel, and then you take them in. I just throw them in the oven for a little bit at a low temperature, about 200-250 degrees. Not hot enough to mess with the brass, but definitely hot enough to dry them out. These are some 6.5 Creedmoor I picked up at the range. A buddy of mine was shooting them, and they are looking nice and clean. Let me grab them. These are all dry. I just cleaned these a little bit ago. Some 6.5 Creedmoor brass, and these were absolutely filthy. They were shot out of an AR-10 and had a silencer on it, and they were absolutely black, covered in soot inside and out. But now, as you can tell, they look pretty nice. So it's a pretty good shout doing it with the Hornady Lock and Load Sonic Cleaner. I definitely like it. And also, if you ever need to clean like the bolt or bolt carrier group out of your AR-15 or any other gun parts, maybe even like a whole frame out of like a polymer pistol, you can just toss it right in. And also any sort of jewelry or anything else like that, if you toss it in there, it gets it nice and clean. So pretty cool item. Would definitely buy it again. I like it. Good stuff.